Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today is of course collab day. I was late with the last one, and you know, I was getting married, so things happened and I didn't do the video early enough, but I still did it. But this time, the two princesses that we had to choose were between Pocahontas and Jasmine. And I felt that everybody would choose Jasmine because she has the teal colours, she's Arabic and everything about it. And do you know what? I would have chosen her if I hadn't done a look recently, which was this. I cracked out my Visor Neutral Matte palette and I was playing around with it, and I also looked at the princesses and I realised that Pocahontas is really about earthiness. It was about, I mean, if you remember the song Colours of the Wind, there's lots of leaves and plants and it's very warm, and I decided that I would create a look based on the warmth of that character. Obviously I don't look anything like her, either of them actually, but I decided that this would be the look that really to me represented what Pocahontas was about. I wanted to go earthy, neutral and warm, and I feel like I've achieved that. So I did some interesting things as well. This is the first time you will have seen me baking, and also see me upset that I found wrinkles. So I don't know whether baking works for me. I feel like, I don't know, it might do in pictures, I really don't know. But you know, I really enjoyed doing this as usual, and I feel like I haven't filmed in ages. I've got a lot of videos that are coming up that you'll see that were done ages ago. Even my hair's a completely different colour, so you know that it's weird seeing those, but I'd recorded them a while ago and I just didn't have an opportunity to upload them, so I'm just uploading them now and getting my schedule all together, and things will be changing and I'll do a video on that soon. However, this is the collab video with my beautiful girls. They are Victoria, Clare, Tania, Lix, I'll link, and Steph. Sorry, Steph. And Steph, all five of those, including myself, I'll link everything down below, of course, as usual. You will see them in my other collab videos, and also theirs. I don't know what they've done. We haven't had that conversation yet, but I am excited to see if anybody else has interpreted anything a different way. So yeah, thank you very much, and keep watching for the tutorial. Thanks, guys. So we're baking today. And to start this look off, I am going to apply a primer using the Fergie primer first, and then I'm just putting a little bit on each eyelid, but just the lid. I look so weird. But do you know what? That's what it's about. So I'm just going to tap in some of this Fergie primer into this lid. If you get this primer anywhere but the lid, like on the inner corner here, it really creases up and it looks awful. So just be really careful if you ever get this Wet n Wild primer. If you're one of my US buddies, tell me how you avoid that, because it's so annoying. And then on the other side as well, just going to pop that all over the lid, and then I will use the pencil from NYX. I'm going to start sharpening this soon. I'm really worried about sharpening it. This is in Milk, and if you're looking for a really good light base for your eyeshadows, this is the one. So gently pop that on the movable bit of the lid first. I find this makes all colours really stand out, especially because I'm a glasses wearer. And then just smooth out, I've been smoothing it out with my finger, just in the crease, because otherwise it looks a bit dodge, she says, with bake all over her face. I'm going to do some beginner videos soon. I'm a beginner, I would say, or... well, obviously I've come a long way since starting YouTube, but I definitely wouldn't say I was a professional. So from a point of view of somebody who has learnt along the way what to do with makeup, I thought I would share that knowledge with you guys at home. You might notice I'm a bit taller than normal. We have a new bed. So it's quite tall. It's one of the premier in beds. We got it for as a wedding gift. So yeah, right, let's start. Using the Visart Neutral Matte Palette. This has been a real favourite this month. I love it. I think it's absolutely awesome. So I'm going to start with this palette, and I'm going to start by putting on, oh, excuse me, I've got a right old, really snotty nose. I'm still poorly really from the last time I filmed, so it's a bit annoying really. The only problem with these palettes is there is no mirror, so I just have to use my mirror from that palette. So I'm taking this lighter peachy colour, cream colour, I guess. Not the lightest, because I will be using that elsewhere. And I'm just going to lightly put that on the top of the lid, down onto the crease. I don't want to overly use it because it goes far too orange if I do that. So just putting it on very lightly down to the crease. Just using a softish brush from Little Techniques. It's a base shadow brush. And then I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm going to take this colour here, which is a peachy colour, and just dabbing the brush in, tapping it off, and I'm going to put that as a transition shade all in the crease. The idea of this, I think, is I really want to give you that imagery of earthiness, earthy tones, as well as sort of take like bronzy, earthy. I feel like, well, as you'll see at the beginning of the video, it was sort of the whole theme of Pocahontas is earthly, and I mean she has a yellowish sort of thing on. She wears a blue choker, and I was going to incorporate that, and then I thought no, that's just too much. I'm just going to do what I think is right. So just popping that in the crease first as a transition shade. You barely have to touch those shadows to get colour and pigment. So I'm going to take another brush, and I'm going to take this one here, and I'm going to dip it into that stunning burnt orange shade just here. I'm just going to dab it lightly because I don't want loads of pigment at this point in time. So just dabbing it lightly there and just popping that here only. Like I said, I don't want too much of this colour. You really don't need a heavy hand with these. They're so beautiful, and I just can't thank Helen, my lovely subscriber, enough for these eyeshadow palettes. I'm just going to blend that through right now. I know I look really bizarre with this on my face, but you'll get used to it, I promise. Taking that brush again, I'm going to go into a... I'm going to go... Wow, that was a lot of dust. I'm going to go into the next colour over. It's a darker brown, and I'm just going to dip my brush in. And once again, same brush because it doesn't really matter. And I'm just going to pop that over, just sort of underneath where I just was. Just here. Just to deepen it up slightly. Not too much. We don't want it to be over dramatic. And then once again, just going to blend that through. And then finally the colour, this one here, this brown at this bottom edge here, just going to try and put that in the edge. I really want to keep deepening that crease up, but not too much. This is probably the most neutral I've done a one of the princesses so far, to be honest, but I had a play around this. I've had a play around this time, and I really feel like this was the right way to go, just for something different. And also it's wearable, you know, for those that really want to do something, this is wearable for sure. So now going in with a flat paddle brush here, I'm going to go into the very lightest shade here, and I am going to, ooh, pop that on the inner part of the eye. These are so pigmented, it's ridiculous. You see all the dust coming off? Dust, powder. Just putting that on top of where that milk was. It really brightens the eye then. I'm just going to blend and blend. And then I'm going to take that brush again. Sorry, pardon me. And I'm going to go into the darkest shade. No, I'm not. I'm going to go, yeah, this dark brown here, not the dark black, because that's, I set my eyeliner with that. So I'm just going in that dark shade, and I'm just going to outline the eye here. Just outline the V as much as I can, as accurately as I can. Just that outer edge, the very outer edge. Beautiful. And then I'm just going to blend. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing so it's not too far away. There we go, that's blended beautifully. Okay, I'm now going to take a liquid eyeliner by NYX. This is the NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner, and it's got a very fine nib. I really like this one. And I'm going to add a winged liner. As usual, I'm starting with the wing. I have to say, this isn't as nice as my Jordana one. That one is definitely my holy grail, but I just can't find it anywhere. So this is definitely a second best. The brush seems to splay, so it's a bit annoying. There we go. There's one side done. Letting it dry. And then, oh, nearly. Starting with the flick, with the wing. Hold my breath. Does anybody else hold their breath when they're doing this? I'm like, oh God, what if it doesn't work? I am getting better at it. So it's one of those things you just have to keep practicing till you've got it absolutely right. And then it will work. And I believe I have almost perfected it. How I want it anyway. So that's the wing. They are quite dramatic, but I feel like that is a nice way to bring the whole look together. And there is more I need to do, but I won't be doing that until I have added the rest of the makeup. So I'm just going to let that dry. I'm not going to put mascara on yet because I'm going to do the rest of my face. So I have here Diffused Light by Hourglass. I acquired this recently and I will do a haul with all of the stuff that I've got recently because I've been getting little bits here and there. I didn't want to do a haul yet. So I'm just taking Diffused Light on my brush and I'm going to use it to rub away the rest of this. Seems like a weird thing to do, to add powder to my face, but it helps to sort of take the baking off. I've only been trying baking the last few weeks. I can't say that I've mastered it, but oh, what's this? Apparently I have managed to get black all over my face. See, I sort of feel like that makes that creases things up more. So I don't know yet. I haven't made a decision on it. But we'll see. It could just be the thing I've been using. Yeah, I feel like I've got real wrinkles now under my eyes, which I've never had before. Oh my God, I've got wrinkles under my eyes. Oh no, this is a new thing for me. Apparently I'm wrinkly. This is really bad. Anyway, let's get over that because everybody gets old. There you go. So, taking the Hoola bronzer, a giant brush, I feel like, oh dear. Oh, this bed has casters on it, so I end up going everywhere. How can I get you to move without moving? There we go. Sorry, that was really close up. Taking the Hoola bronzer and a huge brush from Real Techniques, and I'm literally going to bronze over what I've just done. I really want to warm up the face. I'm not going to use a blush today, just bronzer and highlighter, and possibly one of the most beautiful highlighters I've ever seen. This beautiful golden one here from Golden Sugar 2. Just going in with this big brush because I really want to, I want it to shine. Can you see that? I think it's quite visible. And then on this side, really giving myself some glow. Now to finish off the look, just going to take a very detailed brush and I'm going to go into the dark brown here again. I was going to set the eyeliner, but I'm not going to bother because it's set quite nicely. And I'm just going to take that under the eye just to bring it all together. Here we go. And the same on this side. Just helps to bring everything together in that eye look. And then of course mascara, using my L'Oreal False Lash Sculpt. Now I know Claire, who is also one of my fellow collabers, is loving this too. I do love this mascara. I think it's great. You can just put one layer on, you get lovely fluttery eyelashes, or you can layer it up and get very voluminous lashes. I have very naturally curly lashes, and sometimes I find it's really hard to get mascara that doesn't make them look too spidery and too clumpy. And I feel like this does what I need it to do. My eyelashes are so curly, they sort of curl back on themselves though, which can be a bit of a nightmare. Oh, there we go. And then the bottom lashes. I love this for bottom lash work because you can really get in. I hope you guys can see. I've just noticed that the lighting has been terrible. So my apologies for that. I still haven't got to the point where I can afford, you know, lighting and proper cameras. I still use my phone. And in a way, I sort of like that. I feel like I'm sticking with the way YouTube used to be. Not that I condone any that aren't like that. I'm just saying I like it. So the lipstick I'm going to use is from H&M and it's in the colour Rust Me. If you watch the film, if you see the princess, she has a sort of rusty lip colour on, and I thought this would be ideal. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I need a mirror, don't I? To put this on. Right. These are very creamy. I wore this before. I cannot describe this colour. It's like a warm, rosy, rusty colour, and I love it. It's such a good lipstick. I love the H&M lipsticks. I love the packaging. I love everything about them. But this isn't a review. This is the look. And this is it. Thank you so, so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this look, and of course subscribe, comment, like, share as much as you can, and the other girls in this collab as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care.